I'm here with Chad Lippert from D.A. Davidson. It's been a very interesting week, but let's talk about the most recent news. There was a drop yesterday. What caused that drop?
Yeah, it was a big drop again yesterday, about a 4% move yesterday. It was down on the Dow 1,032 points. It closed at 23,860. We had, of course, a big drop on Friday and Monday and some recovery, and then the drop that we had yesterday. So we now have gone into correction territory, actually, Victoria. So we're down 10.2% from the all-time high on the S&P 500 and 10.4% on the Dow Jones. So it is what's called a correction, and a correction is when it's dropped more than 10% from the most recent high. A bear market doesn't start until you've dropped more than 20% from the most recent high. And we've been in this bull market since March of 2009 and experienced some corrections through that, but we hadn't seen that here recently over the past year, really.
All right, and what is it that investors can expect today?
Well, the futures are up this morning, of course, with everything coming out of Congress here overnight. That's kind of the big market news. And then we do have corporate earnings coming here, some corporate earnings this morning, a little bit of economic news, but kind of watching what's coming out of Washington and then how the markets recover after earlier this week. It's been interesting. The economic news has been positive. We had weekly jobless claims when they came out yesterday were at a 45-year low. And then on the earnings front, so far 78% of the companies that have reported earnings have reported better than expected. So the economic and the earnings news has been very positive. Of course, the fear that's driven the drive down here recently has been on inflation concerns and perhaps the Fed raising rates faster than expected.
All right, and one last question. What does D.A. Davidson think of all this volatility we've had?
That's right. Well, we're, as you can imagine, we're telling people to stay calm and stay in the market. We do believe this is just a correction, not the start of a new bear market. There's too many positive things out there to believe that we're going into a bear market. We are sticking with our forecast for the year, which is the S&P 500 finishing at 2,850, which is about 10.4% higher than the close yesterday. So still believe that there's going to be much more volatility this year, and we expected that, than last year, ups and downs. However, we do think that it'll be a very positive year, and the S&P 500 will hit new highs before the end of the year. That's D.A. Davidson's prediction, not Chad Lippert, but, but D.A. Davidson, but I do think that they're on that. I agree.
All right, well, thanks for giving us the latest on this roller coaster ride. It's been really interesting.
Thank you, Victoria.
All right, we'll be back after this break.